A fascinating eyewitness account of Jesus Christ, along with an extraordinary historical discovery, has recently come to light. This account is found in a renowned letter written by the Roman official Aurelius Lentulus, who provided a detailed description of Jesus based on his personal encounters with him. Lentulus, who knew Jesus firsthand and frequently reported to Caesar in Rome as part of his official duties, offers a unique perspective on the physical appearance and demeanor of Jesus. Before we dive into the details of his description, I encourage you to take a moment to subscribe to our channel. By subscribing, you'll stay updated with all our latest content and help us share these important messages with an even wider audience. Now, let's explore this remarkable account in depth. For centuries, artistic depictions of Jesus have often portrayed him as a white man with European features. One of the most iconic and widely reproduced images is the asterisk head of Christ asterisk by Warner Sallman, painted in 1940. Sallman, a former commercial artist, collaborated with both Protestant and Catholic publishing companies to market this image extensively. It has appeared on countless items, from prayer cards and stained glass windows to oil paintings and calendars. Sallman's portrayal reflects a long-standing European tradition of depicting Jesus in a way that mirrors their own cultural and physical identity. However, the historical Jesus, like other first-century Jews from Galilee, likely had brown eyes, olive-toned skin, and other features common to the people of that region. In truth, no one knows exactly what Jesus looked like, as no images or detailed physical descriptions from his lifetime have survived. The Old Testament provides descriptions of figures like King Saul and David, portraying them as tall and handsome, but it offers little about Jesus' appearance. Even the scriptures present differing perspectives. For example, Isaiah 53 verse 2 describes the coming Savior as having no form or majesty that we should look at him, and no beauty that we should desire him. In contrast, Psalm 45 verse 2 refers to him as the most handsome of men, suggesting a striking appearance. This contrast highlights the mystery surrounding Jesus' physical appearance and raises questions about how he was perceived by those who encountered him. This brings us to the famous letter by the Roman official Lentulus, which provides one of the most detailed accounts of Jesus' appearance. Lentulus, who served in Judea during the reign of Emperor Tiberius, wrote to the Roman Senate describing Jesus after witnessing his remarkable works, teachings, and miracles. The letter was discovered in a monastery alongside other ancient documents, and while its authenticity is debated by scholars, it remains a fascinating historical artifact. According to historical records, a Roman official named Lentulus was indeed present in Judea during Jesus' trial and crucifixion, as noted by the Jewish historian Josephus. This lends some credibility to the account, though questions remain. In his letter, Lentulus describes Jesus as follows. There has appeared in these times, and still lives, a man of great power named Jesus Christ, who is called by the Gentiles the prophet of truth and by his disciples the Son of God. He raises the dead and heals diseases. He is of average height with a handsome appearance and a dignified countenance that inspires both love and fear. His hair is the color of an unripe hazelnut, smoothed down to his ears, and from there, it curls into darker, shining locks that flow over his shoulders. His hair is parted in the middle, following the custom of the Nazarenes. His brow is smooth and serene, and his face is flawless, radiating a healthy complexion. His nose and mouth are without fault, and his full beard matches the color of his hair, short but slightly fuller at the chin. His expression is simple yet mature, with clear gray eyes. In rebuke, he is stern, but in admonition, he is kind and lovable. He is cheerful yet maintains an air of seriousness. While he has been known to weep, he has never laughed. His stature is tall and straight, with fair hands and arms. In conversation, he is grave, reserved, and modest, so much so that he was rightly called by the prophet fairer than the children of men. Lentulus' description paints a vivid picture of Jesus as a man of striking appearance, with a noble and lively face, fair and slightly wavy hair, black and curved eyebrows, and intense gray eyes. His nose is long, and his beard is almost blonde but not very long. His long hair, untouched by a razor, frames a slightly inclined neck, giving him an appearance that is neither bitter nor arrogant. His tan face, the color of ripe corn, is well-proportioned and conveys wisdom, sweetness, and goodness, devoid of any hint of anger. This description aligns closely with traditional artistic portrayals of Jesus and was likely written by someone who had seen him in person. In addition to Lentulus' account, there are other historical references to Jesus' appearance. For example, letters from Pontius Pilate, the Roman governor of Judea, who regularly reported to Caesar, mention Jesus and his ministry. Pilate often listened to Jesus from his portico, and his writings provide additional context about the impact of Jesus' teachings. Another notable account comes from the high priest Gamaliel, who was Paul's teacher and later came to believe in Jesus after his resurrection. Gamaliel's letter, which is stored in the Library of Congress in Washington, D.C., offers further insight into the historical Jesus. Early Christian writers like Justin Martyr and Irenaeus referenced Isaiah 53 verse 2 to argue that Jesus' appearance was humble and unremarkable. However, they also pointed to Psalm 45 verse 2, which describes him as the most handsome of men. This contrast suggests that people's perceptions of Jesus may have varied depending on their spiritual response to him. St. Augustine believed that everyone imagines Jesus differently, writing, "The physical face of the Lord is pictured with infinite variety by countless imaginations, though whatever it was like, he certainly had only one." He emphasized that salvation does not depend on how we envision Jesus' appearance but on recognizing him as a man who walked among us. The 4th century Bishop Cyril of Jerusalem offered a unique perspective, stating that Jesus adapts to human needs, appearing in various forms to meet people where they are. To those lacking joy, he is a vine; to those seeking entry, he is a door; to those offering prayers, he is an interceding high priest; and to sinners, he is a sacrificial lamb. Cyril emphasized that Jesus remains true to his divine nature while adapting to human infirmities, much like the best of physicians and teachers. Early depictions of Jesus often portrayed him as a youthful, Apollo-like figure, reflecting the influence of Greco-Roman art. However, after Emperor Constantine legalized Christianity in the 4th century, the portrayal of Christ shifted dramatically. He was almost exclusively depicted as a bearded figure with shoulder-length dark hair, a representation that became central to Christian iconography.